This is KCTV English News. I'm Nick Brontes. Rituals are being performed in dozens of fishing villages across the island in the hopes of having a safe and prosperous year. The first event was February 9th in Sinheung, Jeju. There will be rites for local Haenyeo in 35 communities through the end of April. The ceremonies are held by each village between the first and third months on the lunar calendar. The villages have different names for the rituals: Yongwanggut, Yeongdunggut, Haeshinje, and Sushinje. As part of efforts to preserve traditional culture, the provincial government began providing financial support to hold the rituals last year. The amount depends on the scale of the events. The Yeongdunggut is based on a god named Yeongdung, who is thought to arrive in Jeju on the first day of the second lunar month, move to Udo Island 15 days later, and then depart for another year. Jeju National University closed its TOEFL testing center this year. JNU representatives say the school's revised educational curriculum made it difficult to maintain the center. The Jeju campus of Korea International School in the Global Education City is now the only TOEFL testing venue on the island. Tests are held there once or twice per month. Low-cost carrier Estar Jet is discounting Jeju flights through February 20th. Tickets on 4 routes departing Jeju are on sale, and prices have been cut on flights over the next month. One-way flights to Gimpo are 15,700 won, while one-ways to Gimhae start at 15,200 won. Reservations are available through Estar Jet's website and mobile application. The Jeju Philharmonic Orchestra will take to the stage at the Jeju Arts Center for its 143rd regular concert at 7:30 p.m. on February 21st. Permanent conductor Jung In-yeol will lead the performance, which, because it is the first of the year, will seek to instill in the audience a sense of hope and vibrance. The main performances will be Mozart's Don Giovanni Overture and Symphony No. 39, which was one of his last 3. The Jeju Provincial Arts Organization is recruiting attendees for a variety of training programs through March 8th. The classes will be every Thursday evening from March 14th through the end of June, and they're open to anyone who is interested. Organization staff will teach participants in Introduction to Classical Music, Singing, and Percussion classes. There will also be special lectures with top musicians, and the best students will be given the opportunity to perform with the arts organization. The Jeju branch of Lotte Duty Free did volunteer work instead of holding a ceremony to commemorate the 39th anniversary of its foundation. Jeju Lotte Duty Free's Charlotte Volunteer Group visited Eunseong Social Welfare Center February 13th to deliver donations as well as lunch to senior citizens from the area. The donations will be used to pay for food and heating costs. The business has opted for this type of volunteer work over an anniversary ceremony for now 4 years in a row. A Jeju District Court judge recently fined Governor Won Hee-ryong 800,000 won for pre-electioneering in the lead-up to last year's elections. That fine is not enough to force him from his position. The prosecution is now considering an appeal. Joseph Kim reports.
The Second Criminal Division of the Jeju District Court sentenced Governor Won Hee-ryong to a fine of 800,000 won for pre-electioneering. The sentence is smaller than what the Jeju District Prosecutor's Office sought against him. Prosecutors had sought a 1.5 million won fine.
이제 법원의 판결로 도정에 전념할 수 있게 됐기 때문에 도정 업무에 더 집중함으로써 여러분들의 성원에 보답하도록 하겠습니다.
If the governor was fined 1 million won or more for violating the Public Official Election Act, he would have lost the governorship. He will remain as governor, but still, his pre-electioneering was unlawful. When asked about the guilty verdict, he didn't mention anything. Won's defense counsel acknowledged the proof provided by prosecutors and prosecutors' claims about when, where, and what Won did. However, prosecutors and Won's side held contrary opinions on the illegality of the same act. The court convicted the defendant, saying that Won overstepped the line as a preliminary candidate. However, it added that his speech was simply about his pledges, not black propaganda against opposing candidates, and the pre-electioneering didn't affect the election as the audience was small. Now the islanders' eyes are on the Jeju District Prosecutor's Office, as prosecutors can lodge an appeal against the decision of the court in a week. If prosecutors give up the appeal, the governor can keep his governorship. Even if prosecutors file an appeal, Won can serve out most of his term, as it takes several months or years for the case to be referred to the High Court and Supreme Court. The court's decision somewhat relieves the governor, who has to settle a number of pending issues, including the foreigner-only for-profit hospital and the second airport. Prosecutors have announced that they will thoroughly review the written judgment and prudently decide whether they will file an appeal or not. Joseph Kim, KCTV.
Enjoy a unique and modern take on the works of Gustav Klimt and Friedensreich Hundertwasser at the new Bunker des Lumières. QAD Natural Park's Plum Blossom Festival is not just flowers. Visitors can enjoy traditional games, animal performances, and other attractions. Moderate winds are expected throughout the day Saturday, and it will be a few degrees colder. For the details, here's your forecast. The morning low in Jeju City will be 5 and the afternoon high 6 degrees. Temperatures in Seogwipo will fall between 5 and 9. The low before lunch in Seongsan will be 3 and the afternoon high 5 degrees. Similar temperatures are expected across the island in Gosan. And the morning low up on the mountain at Songpanak will be -3 and the afternoon high -1. Out on the water, winds will be out of the northwest and north at 9 to 14 meters per second, and seas will be between 1.5 and 3 meters. And here's a look ahead into next week. That brings us to the end of today's newscast. Thank you for joining me, and I hope you'll tune in next time. Until then, don't forget to find us on YouTube by searching for KCTV E-News Jeju. 시청자 여러분, 고맙습니다.